I'm gonna be honest, at least this isn't the worst thing ever. Now for those who are still just as shocked as I, both Sega and Paramount are still moving forward with the live action Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And understandably, after this gem of a reveal, pretty much everyone involved with this movie did have cold feet because people are not liking this new design for Sonic the Hedgehog, or at the very least from what we could make out. And the outrage was so big in fact, that pretty much everyone within the Sonic fanbase has band together for the very first time and pretty much tore this new design apart. To the point where even Sega and Paramount had to do their meme of their own and seemingly took a few steps back. But just recently there has been some leaks in relation to Sonic the Hedgehog and how he is actually going to look like in full. And this mainly stems to the promotional material. And as you can see right there, this is the brand new design for Sonic the Hedgehog for his standalone film. And I am honestly amazed that they haven't made a complete abomination. Because before then I was expecting much worse than this, but honestly looking at this, at least I can tell that it's Sonic. Yes, his body type is still very jarring and I do wish that he was a lot smaller and chubby. And sure, I do wish that they did do a much better job at the actual design, but from what I'm seeing, this doesn't look that bad. And I know that some people don't seem happy with this design thus far because it kinda looks cheap looking, but I think this is only just the promotional art. And I would say at the very least just wait until you see him in motion first before you do actually judge what he looks like for yourself. You can clearly see from the promotional material that Sonic does have his gloves that most people were very concerned about, although I do wish that they were much thicker, because you can barely tell that those are actually gloves. And then of course you also have Sonic's eyes, in which they're green and people hate that for some reason, but I'm pretty sure they've gotten used to it at this point. And if they're still complaining about the fact that Sonic has green eyes, well then they seriously need to get a grip. But speaking of his eyes though, I do appreciate how they did manage to put some white fur in between his eyes, just so they can make more of a nod to how his eyes normally appear in the video games, and given credit where it's due, that is a pretty clever touch. And clearly he does have a lot of quills for his hair, which again, I'm not too fussed about that. Personally, I would much rather have this version of Sonic like how he is depicted in the concept art, because he does look much more charming and likeable. He is nowhere near as muscular and scary, and not only that, I do think that his boots are much better in this version as opposed to the final product. But at the end of the day, at least he looks so much better than this. Now either way, the Sonic fanbase are gonna rip this new design a new asshole because they don't like change, but if you ask me, I think they did the best with what they could do, considering how it was too late to change the final design at this point. Could the design be a lot better? Absolutely, but at the end of the day, at least I can tell that this is in fact Sonic, and he does look accurate enough. And it could have been much, much worse. Believe me. So what do you think of this brand new design for Sonic the Hedgehog for his movie? Do you think that this isn't a bad design at all, or do you think that this is a complete abomination that is the worst thing to ever happen to the franchise? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.